Right, yeah, we got a question where a patient is to receive 100 mils of dextrose 5%, and this one needs to be infused over 45 minutes using a volumetric pump. What rate would you set the pump? So what we could do for this question is we can start breaking it down here. We got the volume, which is 100 mils. That needs to be infused. Here we got the time. This needs to be in 45 minutes. And then that's all the information we got in the question here is asking the rate. We should be in mils per hour. That's always the case. And what we should do at this point is we can say rate, which is mils per hour. It should be volume, and this in milliliters divided by time at this point, and this needs to be in hours. And then we are doing the same thing. If you look at it here, is we got the time over here, it's over there, which is in minutes, and the volume is there as 100. But now the concern is we need to use hours, and this one over here, what we've been given is in minutes, so we need to convert these minutes into hours. How can we do this again? So what we could do is we can say 45 minutes divided by 60 minutes in 1 hour to see what's that in hours. So if you are to do this, we could end up by this, by 15, we can get a 3, by 15 is a 4. So this is more of 3/4 of an hour, which is also equal to 0.75. If you're to use your calculators, there should be 0.75. And this now becomes more of the time in hours that we can use. It's more acceptable. So what we could do now is just to input the details that we got over here. Is we got our volume at this point is our volume is 100 milliliters. Then you divide this by time, which the time has been given for you now is 0.75 hours. And then if you are to use your calculators here, what you can end up with is you divide by that. 0.175 is a 1, and divide this by 0.715. It should give you 133.333 mils. So here down here we got 133.333. And then what you need to do at this point is remember this one is there are 2 decimal points here. These ones are less than 5, so this one doesn't affect this. And then you're left with a 3 here because it's less than a 5. We'll round it down, and that becomes a 0. So it's more plus a 0. It doesn't count much. So your answer here should be, your final answer will be 133 mils per hour. Where did I get 133 mils an hour? Especially for the units, this is what is in there. And if you're to look at these hours, will come there. And this 133 becomes your rate for this infusion if it was to run for 45 minutes.